Hi, it's Mitch from Pickdawgz.com here with the free pick in the Blazers versus Timberwolves NBA matchup on Tuesday, February 13th, 2024. If you like all the free picks we do at Pick Dawgz, you'll love our premium picks, our best bets. Use that discount code PICK to get 15% off all of your purchases. We also have products that are meant for people who make big bets, who have big bankrolls, maybe looking for one-on-one style service. We call those the Dime Club and Sharp Trading Plays. To get those, you got to text the number that you see on the screen because they're not available on the website, so text that number. But let's get to this one. The Blazers taking on the Timberwolves. The Blazers, well, certainly, not the bottom feeders of the NBA, but certainly not a good team. They're not a playoff team. They're definitely a lottery team, but I don't think they're going to be in like that top three or anything, because what we've seen from the Blazers is from time to time, they're at least competitive. And I think, that is the goal of most teams that are trying to improve, is that you're not going to beat all the good teams, right out the bat. But at least if you can stay in these games and be competitive, which the Blazers have managed to do a lot this season, well, that's always a good place to start. And we don't want to get too carried away, but they're 11-13 against the number at home this season, 25-27 against the number overall, despite that 15-37 record. We look at the Timberwolves. Of course, these guys have been, one of the big stories over the first half of the season. They are just tough customers from top to bottom, and we know, their starting five can match up with any five in the NBA. The thing is, we also know, though, is that the Timberwolves are a franchise known for the epic collapse, known for disappointing in winnable games, and for just inexplicable things to happen out on the court. And I think every time we see the Timberwolves amass this record, 20 games over 500, all we're waiting for is the next shoe to drop. I mean, really, it just seems like that's happening. We know Edwards is clearly one of the best players in the NBA, and while he was drafted number 1 overall, and you kind of thought, well, is this really the guy who should be 1 overall or not? No doubt about it. He's awesome. He's one of the top players in the NBA. He's kind of helped out everybody else on this team, like Karl Anthony Towns, who is now a better player than he was because he's got Edwards as that option. When we look at the Timberwolves, coming into this one a little bit on the choppy side. That win at Milwaukee was pretty nice. The loss at Chicago, who could figure that out? And of course against the Magic at home, losing that one. The Blazers have been doing a lot of losing, and recently not even a lot of covering, including that game against the Pistons. But before that, they definitely strung together some covers, especially in the games against the Bucks and the Nuggets. So against the better teams is where they've really done their best work. They guard the three exceptionally well. Minnesota shoots the three exceptionally well. Minnesota, of course, also really good from the floor. And, their record certainly shows that. The Blazers aren't afraid to mix it up on the boards. And I think that, they'll be able to at least have a shot in there, but we know Minnesota, one of the top rebounding teams out there. I think this game is probably going to be a little bit more competitive than a lot of people would think, because on the surface, it looks like a Timberwolves blowout, but I don't see that happening. I'm going to take the Blazers and the points, and that's going to be my free pick. Of course, while you're doing your picks, putting your bets in, use our free betting tools at sportschatplace.com. They're 100% free, and they'll help put you on the most favorable bets on the board today.